Don't you just hate when people try to sour your vibe? Well, let's go ahead and sweeten things up. And what better way to do that than to revisit our friend Princess Peach, as well as her tasteful and diverse style. Hola, my name is X, and I like to experiment with fashion as well as talk about whatever the hell I want on social media whenever I feel like it. And in this video, we're going to go ahead and pick up where we left off in exploring Princess Peach's fashion evolution. If you haven't seen my previous video already, I walk through what is an incredible growth and development journey that Princess Peach has been on, not only from a character in terms of her design, but also as far as a fashionista. I evaluate the full range of styles that she's been able to embody over the years, especially within recent Super Mario games. And honestly, it's enough for me to confirm that she's indeed a fashion icon. And that belief is only reaffirmed as we take a look at Princess Peach Showtime, because the designers at Nintendo are definitely not falling short with Princess Peach's potential. They're certainly giving her a runway, almost literally, to showcase the full scope of fashion, style, aesthetics, etc. that she's capable of embodying, and I'm so proud of them for that. My recent videos have run a bit on the long side because I could yap about this stuff all day, honestly, but I wanted to keep this video a little shorter and sweeter, so let's go ahead and move into the agenda to see what specifically we're going to cover. I'm going to keep this video to two main parts, the first of which we're going to explore the concept of a personal uniform and see how that manifests itself in Princess Peach's outfit or uniform with all the different prints that are accessible within the Showtime game. I'm going to do a rapid fire review where I just kind of say what designs work or don't work from my perspective, and then we're going to close this video out by taking a look at the 10 or 11 main costumes that Peach has within the game, and then try to evaluate that against the Odyssey looks, because honestly those set a very high bar for Princess Peach. To give you the TLDR on what a personal uniform is, it's essentially the foundation of one's wardrobe once they've finally arrived at what their true personal style is. It's essentially a formula or a template that one can default to that embodies all the necessary clothing items that fits one's preferred lifestyle, aesthetic, body, etc. For me personally, I think a good example of this is a suit that I posted a few weeks ago. Essentially, it's with a linen shirt, some heeled boots, and a statement belt. The print of the suit can change, the color of the shirt can change, and so can the color and somewhat of the style of the boot change. But ultimately, those are the key ingredients or elements of my uniform. When we look at Princess Peach, it's her signature pink dress, white gloves, maybe a red shoe, and the derivative looks that she has from there will usually stay within a similar silhouette or frame. But going back to the concept of prints, that could be a really great, straightforward, no-brainer way to differentiate your looks. So with that, let's go ahead and look at all of the different core dress print variations that Princess Peach has within the Showtime game. And again, we're gonna do this rapid fire, so I may not comment to the full extent in which I would like to, but I think you'll get the gist as we go. I definitely think this works. If they were any other color, I think that it wouldn't really give the full pop that a polka dot print should give. I really don't think horizontal stripes are complimentary for this dress. I think it's ugly, but the vertical stripes are much more complimentary. I think it could work if maybe there were just vertical stripes on the bodice and then horizontal stripes on the skirt of the dress. I love the two-tone. I would almost wonder what it would look like in reverse, but this works. I think the gradient dress works even better, especially since she does always have that kind of hip fabric above the skirt of the dress. I think it adds a nice kind of differentiation, even though there's a gradient effect. I think the starry dress is ugly. They're not really adding the stars aren't adding anything to the look. The hearts are a little bit better, only because I think that there's more hearts in this design than there were stars in the previous design. I really like this geometric dress, particularly because it complements more of the rounded, kind of wavy elements. Checkered is definitely a vibe. It's kind of giving 50s housewife for Princess Peach. The scaly dress also works. Again, it's giving that geometric, sharp edge contrast to more of the roundedness of her overall uniform. I think that the flowers are falling flat for me because there's no like pop of a contrast color. Like the special dress is a little bit better only because we get more coverage from the flowers, but I don't think it's a sleigh. The ninja dress is kind of cute. The rounded oval shape patterns, a nice addition, doesn't make it look so cliche just with the flowers, but the special ninja dress is much better. And I even love the slight color change. It doesn't have to be too drastic. it. I admittedly was surprised to like the cow print, but it kind of works in this case. But I don't like the special edition. I think it's a nice Western kind of pattern, but no. The patissiere dress, am I even saying that? But the patissiere, it's kind of cute. It's kind of cute. But I like the special one even better, again, because we're getting more of that plaid or checkered into the mix. Diamond print is kind of a vibe, only because it's giving luxury and expensive, and that aligns with, I think, peach overall. I don't like the special one. The cityscape is cool, but okay. The figure skater dress is cute. The little snowflake pattern at the bottoms, it's cute, but the special version is much better because the slight color change, and purple's a little cooler, so that aligns with the snowflakes. Yeah, question mark, because I don't know what's going on here. But that special detective one is the total vibe with the brown, very sophisticated, very chic. I really hate this print. It doesn't fit her character, doesn't fit the vibe, but the special one is much better, almost like a galaxy vibe, more like she's a galaxy princess. The mermaid dress is a vibe. I like the pattern, design, it's cute, but I like the special one more because we get some of those musical no earth sheet decorations up into the bodice of the dress as well, which is cool. The Kung Fu dress is cute. Again, like these standard intro costume prints are fine, but the special Kung Fu one is the vibe. Again, we get a color change. The pattern is just so much more elaborate and feels connected to the color of the dress. Here for it. The disco dress, total vibe. Lit, love it. The thing dress has me wondering if maybe green just isn't Peach's color. I don't think it is. But the purple is quite literally, per color theory, much more complementary with the yellow. And I like the print better too. But surprisingly, I don't like purple with blue in this case. Two of my favorite colors, but it's not working here. The radiant dress is gorgeous, and I love that the fabric around her waist is white in this case. It just really helps amplify the other white elements in the print. Grape dress is cute. Again, it's like, give us some stripes in the bottom, but keep like a solid bodice. I like this. The sparkle dress is cute too, and I like the more reddish hue to this one. It works. Secret dress number 1, wow. It's almost holographic. Much better relationship between like a purple and a blue shade. Gorgeous. And the secret dress is cute too, and I like more of this kind of washed out, dustier rose on Peach, and it actually kind of complements her skin tone. Peach. Awesome. Now this brings us into focusing on the main costumes that Princess Peach wears in the Showtime game. And so we're just going to take it top to bottom and then kind of weave in some Odyssey discussion as we go. So starting off with Cowgirl Peach, it's just refreshing overall to see a whole new aesthetic for her. She's pulled off some rugged themes in the past, but in this case, we're going Western. The facial expression, the body language is fully getting into it. I do like that there isn't any pink in this. I think it could have maybe made it a little too soft and a little like, okay, we always have to make it prissy. I like the rolled up sleeves. I like the denim. And I also like the hat, the horns on it. Like, it's just overall cute, true to Mario universe, but also giving her a little flex in her style. So I have mixed feelings about the sword fighter uniform. Overall, I think it's fresh. I love a ruffled shirt. This kind of reminds me of the Bayonetta outfit in Bayonetta 3. I didn't really like this type, and maybe it's just because the musketeer vibe isn't my thing. But I do like the tailcoat. I like the rose element. Again, I like that it's not necessarily just like pink, because the blue could have easily just been pink, right? Good showcase of her silhouette, her style, but also her sophistication, because, you know, she likes to keep it classy. Okay, the patissiere outfit or the baker outfit, cute. It's a bit cliche, but there's some stylized elements in here that I really do appreciate and I think are actually really practical. Number 1, I like the boots. It's giving like picnic, and I think the apron is what makes it more costumey paired with the hat. Honestly, if you were just to kind of maybe shorten the skirt of the dress a little bit, not anything crazy, and then maybe just add some more decorative elements to the top, like this is actually kind of a look. I would have to say that the Kung Fu outfit is a little least favorite to me, more so because like outside of, I'd say, some of the makeup, the braided hair, and the gem on the chopstick within her hair, which is really creative, I'm not really seeing anything that's kind of like, oh yeah, this is tailored a little bit to fit kind of Princess Peach's vibe. She's tough, she can go there, so it's another good kind of check on the box for her range. And I do like the color of the overall top, and The pattern is kind of cool too. I'm a little mixed on the detective cute, flat out. I do feel like it's a little traditional peach. And why I say that is because it gets a little bit lost in between two other looks that she already had in Odyssey, in my opinion. She has more of like an archaeologist kind of thing. So the hat is very similar. She has, which is one of my favorite looks of hers, like this long black pea coat or double-breasted coat, which also kind of gives me a similar vibe as this detective outfit. But what I will say that differentiates this one from a style perspective that I'm actually really into, the boots and just the way that they're laced. They could have just been standard horizontal lace. I like the crisscross and the extra like shoelace bow detail at the top. I like the Ninja Peach costume better than the Kung Fu one. Like, I would have just changed the Kung Fu one to a completely different theme in general, to be honest with you, and just kind of given her this. It's also a little bit of an innovation from her kimono looks in the Bowser Kingdom, but at the same time, it's also a little more body confident and just overall cooler. Maybe that's just because I'm biased towards a ninja look. Something all black or just overall darker is very edgy when it comes to Peach, knowing that her signature color is pink. And I like that the sandals are red, but the scarf is green. So it's a little bit of that complementary color thing. So I feel like there's a little more going on here stylistically that resonates with me than I'd say the Kung Fu. Figure Skater Peach is well within the realm of, I'd say, her typical personal uniform kind of style. I like the gloves in this case though, because the blue is a nice striking color for the hand. And I think if you look closely, there's some like flaky white lace detail from the glove. That's such an excellent, subtle stylistic touch that elevates something as simple as a E for Everyone character costume. And then I love the kind of ethereal nature in the skirt of the dress, as well as the tail. I like that the skates aren't on the nose skates. Like we've seen her doing figure skating in like the Olympics. Giving her like a little bit of a blue heel is refreshing. I like the little decoration in the front of her dress, and her hairstyle is very on theme. It's very White Swan. Whoa, the Dashing Thief Peach, instantly one of my top faves. And I know that I was a little critical on the detective one because it has a very similar silhouette, similar kind of look, especially as the black dress look that she had in Odyssey. So this one's kind of a little similar. This one feels like a little bit more of an expansion because the style of the clothing is a little sassier. And she's obviously giving mystery with the mask and the hat. It feels a little more shrouded and a little more alluring than maybe just the other outfits that just felt a little more like, here I am in this kind of role. This feels very Tuxedo Mask, very Rose Petal, very Mystique Noir. Mermaid Peach, I definitely think is a cute look. I love the color palette choice because a good relationship with the blue and the pink. I feel like it could have, again, just been like a pink and a purple, or maybe like white scaly elements, but I think the blue definitely roots it in some aquatic, traditional kind of mermaid aesthetic nature, makes it feel a little more ethereal in that regard. Aside from that, really not much more to kind of go with. I wouldn't say an evolution to maybe the bathing suit look that she had in Odyssey. I think that one's a little more fashion and shows off a bit more style. Maybe it's because the print for the mermaid is more costume oriented, so it doesn't have as much of that fashion edge, but it is still nice to see her in a bit more of a body confident look that is still true to her style. Mighty Peach it's the fresh, new vibe and aesthetic that she's embodying, and this is why some people are like, how could you just sit there and spend so much time talking about the fashion evolution of an E for Everyone little video game character? It's because it's a really great testament to how someone could experiment and explore in their own personal style and find something that really works. This is giving Xenon, this is giving futuristic Y2K. This is just such a nice breakout for her. Again, signature elements like a heeled knee-high boot. We get like more of a rounded kind of pleated skirt, and we get a lot of good proper layering that still gives her some conservativeness within her look, but something that's a little edgier and outside of her typical wheelhouse. But let's talk about the Radiant Peach, Rosalina. Who? That's what I'm just like, why did they give her this dress? Like, she's literally replacing Rosalina. Like, this is the same color palette, if not better. We're getting more dimension at the bottom just with how the fabrics are layered. The crown is such a nice change from the typical kind of gold or maybe even silver that she might mess around with. It's just like a full kind of crystal, magical, ethereal situation. So like we've seen her do like the wedding dress moment and some of that stuff in Odyssey and in the past, but like this is couture. So she's giving us Y2K futurism and now she's giving us couture. Like, she is that girl. Now, after finally reviewing all of these different looks in Princess Peach Showtime and evaluating those against what we got in Super Mario Odyssey, it prompted me to think, which game has the best Peach fashion? Odyssey still gives me more of that fashion or scratches that fashion itch for me for Peach. And I think just gives us some looks that are not only practical, but also help her break out of some of her traditional uniform-oriented looks. I think Showtime highlights when you're creating a costume or an outfit that's centered around abilities and environment rather than one's personal core aesthetic and style as like the number one. But in general, between the two games, Peach is an emerging fashion icon. Said it before and I'll say it again. And these are the looks that I think really exemplify that dress your girl up because she's ready to shine. And there you go, did another video. I'm actually so proud of myself, but I gotta keep it up, can't celebrate too soon. I hope you enjoyed the video and exploring all of Peach's outfits as much as I do. As always, I would love to hear your perspective in the comments. Keep it classy, keep it cute, of course, and let me know any sort of other suggestions that you have. I do want to just say, love to explore art, y'all, but I want to make sure that we're staying focused on fashion and style since that is the number one. But you know we love anime and games up in here, so keep it coming. And I always appreciate you for watching if you made it this far. And until the next video, I'll talk to you later.